we decided we would watch
Another holiday
another
special.
another holiday special. It was a animated Marvel one. What was it called? What was it
It
called?
was Avengers.
Marvel Superhero Adventures Frostfight.
Yeah, that was it.
It was kind of exactly what I expected it to be. It was something that would have been very fun to watch when you're like 12 or 13, maybe at the top
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
Um, it's not a horrifically weak story. It's not a great story. Animation was clean.
yeah. It
It would have been fun to watch, but it's not something that's going to get added into the must-watch every Christmas rotation.
yeah, it was very much a the Avengers Save Christmas deal.
Yeah,
Um, with your usuals of Loki being the master of mischief, wants to ruin Christmas,
I
and
did
the
like that it was a
Avengers.
proper Loki story in the sense of he's not necessarily doing anything evil. He's just
Yeah,
causing chaos,
he
just
just
being a bit of
wants.
shit.
Yeah, just wants Santa's powers
Yeah,
for no reason, just to have them. I
yeah.
did like that
Um,
after we talked last week about the different Santa origin stories is what caused Santa to get created in Marvel.
mhm.
We essentially got to see it from the Asgardian side, and that's
Yeah,
kind of the story they went with.
yeah,
So that was cool, and
but yeah,
the addition of Groot and Rocket as well.
yeah. So what it boils down to is, um, Loki has put out a bounty
Mm.
on Santa Claus to the entire universe. Basically accusing him of things he didn't do so that people would want to go and get him. And then when they brought Santa Claus to him, he was going to steal his powers because Santa Claus is so powerful, as we all know.
Hmm.
Which is a pretty simple concept. Then Thor finds out about this treachery and warns the Avengers. They spend a little while laughing about how Santa Claus doesn't actually exist, like idiots. Um,
Especially Tony, which
yeah,
is no surprise.
yeah. You'd think a capitalist like himself would enjoy the concept of Christmas and Santa Claus, but alas. And then they go about saving him. They split up into a couple of teams. We also have a character that I'm not familiar with, Reptile,
Yeah,
who is a youngish Avenger who seems to be able to turn into a dinosaur, but
yeah.
like with a lot of granular control over what parts of what dinosaur.
I mean, I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either. I would like to see the idea in a more fleshed out situation.
Yeah, I'd like to just know where the fuck he came from.
Yeah.
Like, who is this kid?
Let me have a little Google and see if he's just someone that was created because they thought kids would love a toy that they can.
Well, it was kind of I don't know. Well, at least
Oh,
in
he
this
does actually
story,
exist.
huh?
Humberto Lopez.
I feel like he was in this story because they needed that bit of the kids' Christmas spirit is always the strongest
Yeah.
idea. So it's like, oh, let's add in a young Avenger, and he's the reason that they're willing to save. I loved Hulk. I have to say, I loved Hulk in this. It was funny. He was
Hulk
the most.
in this animated universe where that came from is very good.
Yeah, he was. I love that he was the most into Christmas, and he was launching presents like
Yeah.
meteors.
Yeah, because they found basically a gift shop
More,
Santa.
yeah, more
Yeah,
Santa.
who was also called Nick, obviously Saint
Course,
Nick,
of course, why would they not?
and they essentially kidnap him.
What do you mean? Essentially, they
And,
do.
and they do Christmas themselves while using him as just the face of it, despite the fact that no one sees them.
Yeah, no, and it's literally just Hulk carpet bombing some like Arctic town or something. It's probably like I don't know. It's probably Canadian town or something. But he's
Yeah,
just there, just like carpet bombing, and then you just see this sleigh going. It's just like, and it's like, this is a bit too much Hulk. Kind of reel it in
yeah.
there.
As I said, if I watched this when I was 12 years old, I'd have fucking loved it.
Yeah, it was.
Look, Hulk and Thor being silly, delivering the presents. They're supposed to go down the chimney.
Yeah, and then you
It
got
was really good. I
Groot
liked.
and Rocket
Yeah,
fighting
you got Groot
zombie
and
gingerbread
Rocket.
man.
Yeah, because they're trying to capture Santa Claus
I
to
have to
get the
say,
bounty.
the bounty was just. It's not that the things Santa doesn't do. It's just things. It was just worded to make Santa look bad. As in, like, rather than he eats the cookies left from him, he steals cookies, he breaks into homes, which is what he does. He's just a B&E.
he just
Bit
kind
of
of
B&E.
twists the concept of what Santa does and makes it look bad.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, if an alien species arrived on our planet and we said, "Oh yeah, every year we kind of write letters to this being,
Who then
and then
breaks
he
into our
breaks
home.
into our house and eats our food, but if we're not sleeping, he won't come,"
And if we're good,
they would be a little bit horrified.
if we're good, he leaves us a little toy.
Yeah, and if we're bad, he'll leave us fossil fuels.
Yeah. Which I feel like Rocket would then be like, why would I be good then?
Yeah. So like I do like the idea of just twisting the concept of what
Yeah.
Santa is, and a number of people would be like, "Hey yo, what the fuck?"
Exactly.
I like the portrayal of elves.
Yeah, they were like full on
Yeah,
soldiers.
they went for like the warrior style of elf, but they're still Santa's elves. The
Yeah,
Emerald Guard.
they went for like Norse elves, which are like
Yeah,
tiny little workshop people, but
yeah. It was a nice twist that fits the idea of the Avengers and the combat and everything. But I mean, let's not act like it's an Oscar worthy.
oh no,
Like
it's just a
it's
little animated.
it was a fun hour and 15 minutes that Marvel put out one Christmas to probably be on like Disney XD or something.
Yeah, it'll have been one to like it'll been ongoing on TV, and they've just timed this episode to go out at Christmas.
Exactly. But as content like that goes, it was definitely one of the better ones I've watched over the course of my life.
Yes, and much better than last we's Star Wars Fever Dream that we watched.
Oh, 100%. Like, so clear of the Star Wars Christmas
Probably
special.
a hell of a lot cheaper to make.
Probably, yeah. I would imagine so.
But
yeah.
yeah. I don't know what we're watching next week.
Next week's Christmas episode, we'll just fill it with a bunch of shit. We'll just filibuster.
True.
And you didn't hear that, guys. Make sure you tune in next week. There's great stuff.
Yeah, we've got loads of Christmas themed things to talk about.
Yeah, Christmas. Woo.